can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah.
Hi TSU, I'm so happy to see you today. For today's math lesson, you need 3 things. I want you to have your paper plate clock handy, today's packet, we're on week 4, day 4, and you also need a pencil. Pause the video if you need to go get these things. I can tell you're getting so good at reading time to the nearest hour. You're remembering to say o'clock when the minute hand's on the 12, or when you see 2 zeros on a digital clock. Today, I'm going to teach you how to read time to the nearest half hour. Let's use our paper plate clocks to do that. I'd like you to show me 3 o'clock on your paper plate clock. The hour hand should be on the 3, and the long minute hand pointing to the 12. Now, I want you to think about this question. If I were to move my minute hand halfway around the clock face, what number would I stop at? Try this on your clock. I heard some of you say 6. 6 is halfway around the clock face. If I were to cover up half of our clock, it would take us to 6. When the minute hand is on the 6, we say 30 or half past the hour. I would read this clock as 3:30 or half past 3. Now look at the hour hand. In an hour, the hour hand travels from one number to the next. In a half an hour, it travels halfway. The hour hand is halfway between the 3 and the 4. On a digital clock, it would look like this, and we would read this as 3:30. Let's practice telling time to the half hour together. Go into today's packet and find you guessed it, the We Do Together page that looks like this. And let's look at the first one. It tells us that the hour hand is halfway between 6 and 7, and the minute hand is on the 6. Let's show that on our paper plate clocks. So on your clock, let's make sure the short hour hand is in between the 6 and 7, and the minute hand is on the 6. Does your clock look like mine? Now on your paper, draw in the hands on the clock so they look just like your paper plate clock. So my short hand is in between my 6 and 7, and my long hand is pointing right to the 6. Here's what mine looks like. Now on a digital clock, that would look like 6. And what number do we write down for the minutes? Well, I heard a lot of you say 30. We would say 6:30. Great. Let's look at the second one. On this one, it says the hour hand is halfway between blank and blank. Well, I notice on a digital clock, it says 5:30. Let's show 5:30 on our paper plate clocks. So I'm going to move my hands. You do this too on yours. Let's move the hour hand. If it's 5:30, it's halfway between the 5 and 6. And I said 30, 5:30. That means the minute hand is on the 6. Does your plate look like mine? Now on your paper, draw the hands on this clock so they look just like the hands on your paper plate clock. Does yours look like mine? And now let's fill in the blanks. The hour hand is halfway between the 5 and, I heard some of you say 6, that's correct. The minute hand is on the 6. Great. Now, this last one, I'd like you to try on your own. It's showing us the time is 6:30. So show 6:30 on your paper plate clock, and then draw where the hands would be here. Come back and we'll check it together. Does your clock show 6:30 like mine? It's just like the first one we did together. The hour hand is in between the 6 and the 7, and the minute hand is pointing to the 6. On your paper, it should look like this. 6:30, the hour hand's between the 6 and 7, and the minute hand is on the 6. Today's independent practice is on the next page in your packet. I'm going to read the questions today. We can do this together, but pause the video after each question to give yourself time to answer it, then hit play when you're ready to go on. Here we go. Number 1. It is time for Greta to feed her cat. What time does the clock show? Number 2. It is time for Jerry to go to baseball practice. What time does the clock show? Number 3. Which clock shows the same time? I see on the digital clock it says 10:30. Which of these clocks also shows 10:30? Number 4. Complete the sentences about the time shown on the clock. The hour hand is between blank and blank. What two numbers is the hour hand in the middle of? The minute hand is on, what number is the minute hand on? And what time does the clock show? And the last one, number 5. Write the times on the line to match the time shown on each clock. So look at each clock and then choose the time that's here on the side that matches it. When you're finished with this page, oh, I see that the camera picture. That means you turn it into your dojo portfolio, and then you are done with math for the day. Make it a fabulous day, and I look forward to seeing you again on the next Mrs. O's Math Show. Bye!
You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah.